Here's the Friday the 13th Part 8 Jason Takes Manhattan kills ranked point-wise. I already did my review on the movie. I already did the kills ranked in my own opinion. That was subjectively. This is objectively. So, we're looking at how bloody the kill is, how believable the kill is, how creative the kill is, how surprising the kill is, and how scary the kill is. And each category can get from 0 to 5 points. So, some of these kills are tied. So, at number 14 is the diner cook. Thrown into a mirror. 0 points for just about everything, but 1 point for how surprising it is. 1 point for how surprising how that killed him. Moving on. So, diner cook comes out to a total of 1 point at number 14. Number 13 is junkie number 2, head slammed into a pipe. 0 points for how bloody it is. There's no blood. 3 points for how believable it is, because it was just one head slam into it. Didn't look like it would kill him. 0 points for how creative and how surprising it is. It's not creative, not surprising. 1 point for how scary it is, I guess. So junkie number 2 comes out to a total of 4 points at number 13. Number 12 is a police officer. Pulled off screen. 0 points for how bloody it is. 4 points for how believable it is, because you just don't know what happened to him. 0 points for how creative and how surprising it is. 1 point for how scary it is. Not that scary. So police officer comes out to a total of 5 points at number 12. Number 11 is 2 kills that are tied, Eva and Wayne. Eva gets strangled. 0 points for how bloody it is. 5 points for how believable it is. 0 points for how creative and how surprising it is. 1 point for how scary it is. Wayne gets electrocuted. 0 points for how bloody it is, 5 points for how believable it is, 0 points for how creative and surprising it is, 1 point for how scary it is. So Eva and Wayne both come out to a total of 6 points at number 11. Number 10 is Tamara and junkie number 1. Tamara stabbed with a broken mirror, 1 point for how bloody it is, 5 points for how believable it is, 0 points for how creative and how surprising it is, 1 point for how scary it is. And she's tied with junkie number 1. Stabbed with a syringe, 1 point for how bloody it is, 5 points for how believable it is, 0 points for how creative it is, 0 points for how surprising it is, 1 point for how scary it is. So Tamara and junkie number 1 come out to a total of 7 points at number 10. Number 9 is Tim. Gets stabbed with a harpoon, 0 points for how bloody it is, 5 points for how believable it is, 0 points for how creative it is, 1 point for how surprising it is, 2 points for how scary it is. Jim comes out to a total of 8 points at number 9. Number 8 is JJ, bashed with the guitar, 1 point for how bloody it is, just because you see blood go on the camera screen. 4 points for how believable it is. It was one bash, didn't look like it would kill her. 1 point for how creative it is, 1 point for how surprising it is, 2 points for how scary it is. JJ comes out to a total of 9 points at number 8. Number 7 is Susie and Charles. Susie gets stabbed in the chest. 2 points for how bloody it is. 5 points for how believable it is. 1 point for how creative it is. 0 points for how surprising it is. 2 points for how scary it is. She's tied with Charles, who gets drowned in sewage. 0 points for how bloody it is, 5 points for how believable it is, 1 point for how creative it is, 1 point for how surprising it is, 3 points for how scary it is. So Susie and Charles both come out to a total of 10 points at number 7. Number 6 is Jim and the engineer. Jim, stabbed in stomach, 2 points for how bloody it is, 5 points for how believable it is, 2 points for how creative it is, 0 points for how surprising it is, intro kill, 2 points for how scary it is. He's tied with engineer. Wrench to the head, 2 points for how bloody it is, 5 points for how believable it is, 0 points for how creative it is, 2 points for how surprising, and 2 points for how scary it is. So, Jim and the engineer both come out to a total of 11 points at number 6. Number 5 is Admiral Robertson. He gets his throat slashed, 2 points for how bloody it is, 5 points for how believable it is, 1 point for how creative it is, 2 points for how surprising it is, 2 points for how scary it is. So Admiral Robertson comes out to a total of 12 points at number 5. Number 4 is Miles. He gets impaled on a weather vane. 1 point for how bloody it is, 5 points for how believable it is, 2 points for how creative it is, 3 points for how surprising it is, 2 points for how scary it is. Miles comes out to a total of 13 points at number 4. Number 3, last 2 kills that are tied, crew member and Julius. Crew member shot by Wayne, 1 point for how bloody it is, 5 points for how believable it is, 0 points for how creative it is, 5 points for how surprising it is, just because you don't expect Wayne or anybody else other than Jason to kill someone. 3 points for how scary it is. He's tied with Julius, who gets his head knocked off by Jason with his bare hands. 0 points for how bloody it is, surprisingly. No blood. 5 points for how believable it is, 3 points for how creative it is, 3 points for how surprising it is, 3 points for how scary it is. So crew member and Julius both come out to a total of 14 points at number 3. Number 2 is boxing guy. He gets a Sonorock in the stomach, 2 points for how bloody it is, 5 points for how believable it is, 3 points for how creative it is, 2 points for how surprising it is, 3 points for how scary it is. So boxing guy comes out to a total of 15 points at number 2. But the number 1 best most pointed Friday the 13th Part 8 Jason Takes Manhattan kill is Colleen. Die in a car explosion, not even by Jason. 0 points for how bloody it is, you don't see any blood. 5 points for how believable it is, 2 points for how creative it is, not a creative kill, but 5 points for how surprising it is. You don't expect that explosion, you don't expect her to die from not by Jason. 5 points for how scary it is. It was a very scary kill, so Colleen comes out to a total of 17 points as the number 1 best most pointed Friday the 13th Part 8 Jason Takes Manhattan kill. Thanks for watching.